Hey, what's up? I'm Sam Christie. This is the Time Tune Time podcast, a music opinion and advice podcast and videocast. We talk about what our opinions are. Okay, what do we listen to? What am I listening to? What are you listening to? What's going on out there in the music world today? We talk about it. If you have any advice, I work in the music tech industry. I can help you get a question answered. I can answer your questions, talk a little bit of industry with you. Okay, this is what we do here. Okay, and I have something specific I want to talk to you about today that we're going to get to in a second. But first off, would like to touch upon what is everyone going crazy about? The Beyonce album. Okay, Beyonce released an album. I'm ad-libbing today. I don't have my notes here. Okay, we'll just roll with it. That's what we do. Beyonce released an album, I think overnight at midnight maybe, and it smashed a bunch of sales records and what have you for digital sales, etc., etc. And so I'm out there on that internet there, okay? Just like you are on the Sam with Glasses YouTube channel. That's me. That's the band. That's the brand. We play the tunes. We do the stuff, okay? That's what we're doing. And I see a lot of people talking about this Beyonce release and saying, "Oh, is this the new way to release an album?" Okay, you just release it. Is this the way to create create some buzz? No. Okay, no, it's not. That's my opinion, and let me tell you why. Because this works for Beyonce because she's Beyonce. Okay? How many fans does she have worldwide? She had tons of fans on fans on fans. You know what I'm saying? Queen Bey. Okay? That's why it works. So, if you're talking about major, massive, top tier artists, this could work. But then you're just going to have a bunch of people saying, "Oh, well, they did the Beyonce. That's why they did it. Because Beyonce did it." Right? Is that what you want as a major label artist? Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm telling you, if you're a small band, okay, let's get this out of the way. If you're a small band and you release an album at midnight and you expect all your fans to jump on it, probably not going to happen, okay, because you're not Beyonce, okay? You don't have that momentum to do that, okay? What's going to happen is you're going to be like, "Download our album, yeah!" And then you're going to put 1,000 exclamation points, which is 999 too many, okay? Stop with the exclamation points. And nobody's going to download it, and you're going to be like, "What happened?" Well, what happened was you're not Beyonce, and that's fine, but you just got to recognize that so that your soul isn't crushed when you don't have the downloads that you expect. And why don't you have the downloads? Because your fans are sleeping at midnight, okay? This is what happens. Beyonce released the album. She has worldwide fans. All the night owls are up over a little bit of holiday break there, playing it fast and loose with the bedtimes there, staying up late. Because it's Beyonce, okay? And then people halfway across the world where it's daytime comes out, and they get it, and that pushes the sales, okay? It's not going to work for the smaller bands. It's going to work for the top tier, okay? The elite of the music industry, okay? So just keep that in mind when you're going to release an album. That's my thoughts on that. Secondly, I know this happened a little bit ago. I might need to take a nap after this because this is going to get me riled up here. But one of my favorite bands, I'm going to take this off right here. Okay, we got the levels right. It's all good. One of my favorite bands played a couple holiday shows over the holiday break. Came under fire a little bit. Why? They're called Brand New. Great band, okay? And they played some shows around their hometown. I think the Long Island area, right? Is that where all the shows were? And they touted it as discography shows. As a fan, me personally, I was like, okay, they're going to play all 4 albums. And I was like, how's that going to work? Maybe, that would be a feat, right? 4 albums in a night. It's kind of taxing on the vocal cords there, right? So, but they didn't say what albums of their discography. They said discography shows. They didn't say full discography shows. Okay, and as a fan, that's what I got to recognize. That's what they didn't say. Got to pay attention here, okay? Because what happened was they didn't play the fan favorites of Your Favorite Weapon and Deja and Tandu, their first 2 albums. Okay, they didn't play that. They played their second 2 albums, Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me and Daisy, both great albums. But people had a really big problem with it because people are stupid, okay? And let me tell you why. And if you did, I'm not saying about all Brand New fans, okay? Just keep this in mind. I'm saying about those who made a fuss, and yes, this happened, okay? Went to the show, paid for tickets to the show. Number one, paid for tickets to this show went to the show. Brand New did not play Deja or Your Favorite Weapon, and they chanted for Deja in the band's face as the band is playing the discography album that they chose to play. I'm sorry, but I'm embarrassed for these people that did this, okay? Chanted for the other album. Some people even left the show enraged, absolutely infuriated that their favorite band would do this to them. Oh my God, people, what are you doing? I can't even handle this. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. You're stupid, okay? Please recognize that, and this is it, okay? This is what the fans said. This is what the angry fans said. They would say, "Oh, we made Brand New into what they are. We made Brand New, so we should get to pick the set list." Oh, is that how it works? Are you in the band? Do you make the set list because you're in the band? No, you're not in the band. You're a fan of the band, okay? What did you do to make Brand New? Did you go in there and practice with them to make them good? Did you send them a contact at a management company to make the band? Is that what you did? I don't think you did that. I don't think so. Okay, what you did was you found an album that you really liked, hit you at the right time, right? Your Favorite Weapon, Deja and Tandu, okay? Hit you at the right time, and then you latched onto it, and you grew with that. And then as the band grew, as people and as musicians, you decided that you weren't going to do that, and you weren't going to support them for whatever reason. And so you're stuck in the past on these albums. And I'm not saying that they're not great albums, because they are. I'm not saying that you wouldn't want to see your favorite band play your favorite albums. But there was no guarantee here. Brand New didn't say, okay, we're playing everything. Okay, we're playing the hits. Okay, they didn't say that. It's upon you as the music listener to figure it out, okay? And could Brand New have made this a little clearer? Could they have said, okay, here's how it's going to go. We're going to play these two. And then the next night we'll play these two. Or, we're going to play these two and we'll see how it goes. They could have done that. And they probably could have mitigated all of the backlash here. But what I'm saying is, why is there backlash? You're paying for the ticket to see your quote-unquote favorite band, yet there are two full albums that you don't want to hear live. What is that about? Really? Okay? Like I said, you're saying you made the band, right? No. Okay, Brand New made themselves. Brand New went and practiced and played shows and built their fan base, okay? Brand New were the ones that wrote the album that you liked, okay? You didn't write this for them. They wrote it for themselves, and you happened to enjoy it. These people. So that's what happened, okay? And if you're a little entitled, Brand New, elitist, this is the thing. I've seen articles about this on Property of Zach, and I think Absolute Punk, or maybe Jason from Absolute Punk, blogged about this on his own blog. I'll link in the description here. But the thing is, Brand New, they don't tour a whole lot. Okay, so what do fans want? They want their favorite bands to tour, and they want their favorite bands to play, big shows, a lot of music. And so what did they do? What did Brand New do? They played shows. That's what they did. They played big shows. And guess what? Not enough for these entitled Brand New fans. I would be willing to bet that a good amount of the Brand New fans that chanted, do you know how insulting that is? To be on stage playing music that you believe in and have people chanting that they hate it and they want to hear something else? That's garbage, okay? And what do you want to make your favorite band feel like garbage? Because that's probably what you did, okay? It's rude. It's mean. What are you doing, okay? Don't be a jerk. That's the number one lesson here to take away on this podcast, this video cast. I know I talk a lot and I say a lot of things, and I say, I give a lot of quote-unquote advice. I have a lot of quotables here, okay? But here's the number one. The absolute shining rule of life and music listenership, and, and if you're in a band too, this is it. This is the number one, okay? Don't be a jerk. Okay, I'm going to say, don't be a jerk 3 times, okay? Don't be a jerk. How hard is that? Really? What if you, okay, I'm trying to put this into terms that you might understand here. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Okay, let's say you're an artist, okay? And you have your gallery, And for whatever reason, maybe it's wintertime and you want to focus on the blues and the whites, okay? And then you have someone who has followed you for years, maybe bought the first painting. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe they bought the first 3 paintings. Let's say that. You're an artist and you have someone who bought your first 3 paintings. They come in your winter gallery, okay? You're growing as an artist. You're changing with the seasons here. Man, I'm on a roll here. This is great. And you have the person who bought your first 3 paintings come in and say, you know what? I don't like this. The blues and the whites. You know what? That, to me, I mean, you should have stuck to your old style that you did when you were in your first apartment there slumming it out, okay? You need to go back to that and you need to recreate it. Instead of growing as an artist and creating new things, you need to latch on to the old things, okay? And then you scream in their face, and then this person who bought your first 3 paintings, they scream in your face and they say, the old stuff's better, and they keep screaming it. And they keep screaming in your face, and then they leave. Okay, that's what you did to brand new. All right? And that's mean. That's not a cool thing to do. Don't be a jerk, okay? 4th or 5th time I said it here. How hard is it? You want to get a tattoo on your eyelids? Go ahead and do it, okay? Oh my God, these people, I can't even process this. This is so ridiculous to me. You paid money to see the band. The least you could do is, this is the other thing I don't get. I've been to plenty shows where, I'm not crazy about the lineup. Maybe there's one band I really want to see. And there's another band that I just, I'm undecided on. And I go. And then I end up liking the band that I didn't think I'd like because I see them live. And it's a different experience, okay? And that's the thing with Devil and God and with Daisy, especially Daisy, because Daisy is a little bit more hardcore. And I've heard people describe it as a live album, right? You want to hear those songs live. They're very emotional. It doesn't come through as much on the record, maybe for you, right? So you go and you see it live, and you come back with a different perspective. That's what we preach on this video cast here, right? Change your perspective, go and listen again, see what's up, okay? But that's not what these fans did. What did they do? They stomped their feet like little children, okay? And they left. Man, I am so disappointed in these people. It's ridiculous. I mean, how many times, and I've been to shows too where, I didn't like the album that I was going to get. Like a new album comes out. Let's put this in perspective here. One time there was a Starting Line show that I went to. For whatever reason, I love the Starting Line. Fantastic band. Love all their music. Okay. And I think Based on a True Story was out, or Based on True Stories. What is it called? It's either or. I always mix that up. And so that came out. So I knew I was going to get most of that album. Okay. That was what they were pushing. So they were going to play it. And I understood that. And for whatever reason, that album didn't hit that much with me at that specific time when I was going to the show. So I hadn't really caught up on that album. But obviously, I paid to see them. I wanted to see them because I loved the band. And there were other bands too that I wanted to see. So I saw a Starting Line. They played most of that album, their second album. And what do you know? I loved the songs live, went back and started spinning it 24/7, the new album, and got into it. I mean, how hard is it to stand there and try and be receptive to your favorite band's music, quote unquote, your favorite band, but then you go to a show and you have a problem with what they play? Really? Are you serious? Are you joking? What is this? Is this a stunt? Is this a marketing ploy for your lifestyle brand? What is this? No. Stop it. Stop being babies, okay? You're probably the same people who go on Twitter and you're like, thanks, Mom, I want an iPhone 5, but you got me a 4S. No, okay, grow up, all right? It's not Brand New's fault that you latched onto this album, okay? As many of us did. I love these albums. I would love to see them live. But what I'm saying is you shouldn't be furious if they don't play those songs. Like, they didn't guarantee it, so get over it and just enjoy the experience for what it is, okay? And then go back, maybe you listen to Daisy and you're like, oh, I get it now. It clicks. Maybe something clicks if you stayed long enough to hear it. But no, you had to be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. Okay, don't be a jerk. I think that might be 10 times we're coming up on saying it. Oh, man, these people. So what else did I want to say about this? I couldn't even, this is just mind-melting for me. It's so frustrating to see people do this. Oh, okay, here's the point. Here's another point here for you, okay? For your favorite band in the world, okay? What's your favorite band? It might be brand new. It might not be, okay? As people, in general, we grow, right? As people, we change. Things change. We don't go back to, we don't always go back to certain points in our life, right? We keep moving forward. We keep climbing the stairs here, right, to our ultimate goal, whatever that may be. Okay? So what you're saying to these people, okay, because bands are people. I don't know if I need to spell that out for you, but okay, when you're screaming in someone's face that you don't like what they're playing and you want them to play something else, you're saying that to a person. Okay, this isn't an entity with no feelings. Okay, and what happened was they grew up and they made music and they made Your Favorite Weapon, and then they grew up a little more and they made Deja, and it was amazing at the time. And then they made the music they wanted to make as people because they were growing as people, and you make different music as people when you're growing, okay, as a band. And they made The Devil and God, and then they made Daisy. So basically what you're saying to them is, oh, I liked you, when you were starting out. Right now, though, you are terrible. And could you just not anymore, please, with this? Could you just be how you were in high school? Because, okay, could you do that? That's what you're saying to Brand New. What is that? Okay, do you want to be where you were in high school? Okay, maybe you do. But as a person, I want to grow, and I want my favorite bands to grow with me. Okay, I hear this all the time with bands like Blink and Fall Out Boy, and people say, "Okay, oh man, Enema of the State is such a great Blink record. It's like fun, and it's just like punk rock, man. It's just like punk rock. It's just pure punk rock. None of this stuff. Making all the raunchy jokes on stage. Like, get back to that. Get back to your good stuff. What made you who you are? Okay." Please do not do that, because I don't need 40-year-olds making fart jokes on stage at me anymore. Okay? I don't need it, because as a person, I don't make those jokes anymore. Okay? I'm not 13 anymore, and I don't need that. All right? What do I want? I want a band that's going to release music that is going to hit me at the right points in my life and say the right things that I'm going through at that time. I don't need them to think that I'm stuck in high school. Okay? And put out the same kind of music that they did when I was in high school. So props to bands that evolve their sound and try and push the envelope a little bit and make the music that they want to make, okay? Because that's what it comes down to. If you're making the music that you want to make, that's great. If you're making the music that everyone else wants you to make, what is that? Because what's going to happen is those same fans that chant in your face about playing a different album, they're going to give you a hard time for trying to recreate the same sound and failing, because you're not going to be able to do that. And I'll tell you why you're not going to be able to do that. And it has to do with the fans, okay? As music fans, albums hit us at different points in our lives. They get us through stuff, right? That's why we like music. And that's why you should like music. So if you're attached to this album, okay, why do you love it? Okay, you love it because it got you through some stuff, okay? So then when you listen to that, you're like, oh man, yeah, this album got me through so much stuff. It just brings back all these memories of hanging out, singing by the bonfire, all the Brand New songs, whatever, all that stuff, okay? So that's what these albums do for us. And instead of looking for a new album to do that now, you're latching on to the old album that did that before. So why don't you just find a new album? Why don't you open yourself to the band's new stuff? Okay, to Brand New's new music, and see if you can find that again. Okay, why don't you recreate the same? The music industry has changed since Deja, right? So when I bought Deja, I bought the CD. I went home, I sat on the couch, and I read the lyrics as I listened to music, and it was amazing. And I don't have that experience anymore because I don't buy CDs. I don't read the lyrics while I'm listening. Maybe I should go back and do that. Okay, maybe I should go back and do that with their other albums that I might not be into as much, right? And that's what you should do. And maybe you'll find that this is the album that you've been wanting them to make and you didn't even know. Okay? And if not, maybe you should find another band that it is making music that you want to connect with, okay? And we'll get to that in a second, because I have a band like that a suggestion for all you Brand New fans who want to recreate the emo pop punk Brand New back in the day, okay? Even though you need to just grow up, okay? Because it's not Brand New's fault that you want to hang on to the past there. Now, okay, I'm not saying that you can't have a favorite album. I'm just saying, why do you have to be rude to the band? That's all I'm saying. okay? Because I love certain albums. They'll always have a place in my heart. They'll always be the best. But, if I'm going to go see a band and they're going to play, I'm paying to see them play. Okay, that's it. If they tell me, like I went to New Found Glory's Sticks and Stones anniversary show, right? I actually didn't know it was the anniversary show, but okay, they advertise it as an anniversary show, playing it front to back. So obviously I expected that. If they didn't do that, maybe I'll be a little mad, but whatever, it's still New Found Glory. I still paid to see them. I'm not going to boo them. Why? Because I don't want to be a jerk. Because I don't want to be a jerk. Okay? I don't want to be rude to my favorite band, as a lot of brand new fans that screamed at them are saying. I don't even know where I was going with that. See, I'm so off track here because I don't even know what to say to you people. Okay, what do you want? What do you want from these bands? What do you want them? This is what I say a lot to people who say, "Oh, just Fall Out Boy should just make more Take This to Your Grave music." Okay, Blink should just make Enema of the State music. What do you want them to re-release the same album every year? What is that? What you want? What do you want? Like a new album cover and then they just release it? What, or do you want them to grow as people and as a band and try and grow with you as a person and release things that relate to you now instead of just stuff that related to you before? What do you want? Why don't you just go into a record store every year, buy the same album, buy Take This to Your Grave, and then go listen to it and pretend that it's the first time, okay? Because why do you want to recreate the past here, okay? Nostalgia is great, and that's what these anniversary shows are for. These front-to-back album shows are for, okay? But just let it go, okay? Move on. Find a new thing, okay? Man, you people, what are you doing? And once again, I want to say, this isn't every brand new fan that does this. This is a select amount of people, okay, that I think booed and, chanted for Deja and then walked out on a show that you paid to see. Are you kidding me? What kind of job do you have? Oh, man. If I paid to see a show, I'm staying. Unless I'm, like, deathly ill or there's some other weird, I gotta go, something. I'm staying to see it. That's it, period. I paid the money. What are you, like, what are you going to pay rent and then leave? And then what are you going to do? What are you going to pay rent and leave and then what? You're paying for nothing. You're paying for not even living there. You're not even living there. And you're complaining about it, but you paid for it. What are you doing? People, come on, lighten up. Grow with your favorite bands. So, on the subject, if you really don't have a vinyl viewing here for you, we're going to take a look. But if you really don't want to, support your favorite bands anymore because, you don't like the direction they're going in, that's fine. But why do you have to be rude about it? Okay, you don't have to be rude about it. So this is what you should do. You should find a new band to kind of take that place in your heart a little bit. Okay, and this is what happened with this band. Modern Baseball, Sports, great album, fantastic. Part of the quote-unquote emo revival that's going on. Don't really like that term. But this is what I like about this album is when I listened to this, okay, I felt like I was in high school listening to like an album that I forgot about, right? That like this feels like this came out in high school and in a good way, in that nostalgic way that, you play those albums on repeat and they hold a special place in your heart. You read the lyrics over and over like, back in the day we used to do. Really wasn't that long ago. So that's what I feel when I listen to this album. And that's what happened with this is like, maybe I don't like my favorite band's new album. So, I do because, that's what I do. I just, blindly follow any my favorite bands that put out music. But maybe you want to find something new and you got to recreate that feeling. And that's what this did for me. Modern Baseball Sports, great album from the Philadelphia area. I believe some of these guys are, or they are situated there right now. Shout out. Look at this. That nice blue vinyl, courtesy of, is this Run for Cover? Yes, Run for Cover. Thank you. Okay, with the colored vinyl. Always go color if you can, people. Lamo and Run for Cover. So this album, this is what you should try and do. Okay, don't try and get your favorite band to recreate the past when you can have a little slice of nostalgia with a new band like Modern Baseball. That's what it is. That's what it is right there. The quotable right there. Okay. Find new nostalgia with new bands. Okay? That's what you got to do. Oh, man. You're looking for albums that sound like your favorite Weapon. Look for some new pop punk bands that are coming out there, right? Knuckle Puck, another great band. Wonder Years, okay? Find that album, okay, instead of hating on your favorite band. If you don't want to grow with your favorite band as a person, that's fine. But, why you got to take it out? Don't be a jerk, okay? Don't be a jerk. How many times do I got to say it? I think we might need to wrap it up. I don't even know if I can get to any advice today. This has been very taxing on me, okay? Because this is infuriating to see. And then you have fans who say, "Oh, we made them who they were." Really? Okay. Like I said, did you go there? Did you practice with them? Is that what you did? Or what did you do? Did you go to a show every weekend because there was nothing else to do and you fell in love with this band because they were making music that you wanted to hear, not because you were telling them what music to make, okay? I'm not saying that you didn't have an influence on this band. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you didn't help this band get famous or get known. But, just don't be a jerk about it. Don't be this entitled D-bag about it, okay? Because nobody likes that, and that's rude. And why do you want to be rude, okay? There's no reason to be rude. All you got to say is, you know what? Go in there and be like, oh, man, I thought they were going to play Deja. I really love Deja. But, I'll sit through this and see if I can get into Daisy here, right? Get into this, maybe this is a live album. And then maybe, you never know. You might get enlightened and be like, oh, this is it. This is what I wanted. And I didn't even know. But now I know because I sat through the live experience instead of being a little jerk, okay? So be nice to your favorite bands, okay? Give them a chance, all right? Grow with them as people. Recognize that at 35 and 40 years old, they're not going to be making fart jokes in their albums anymore, okay? They're not going to be singing about high school because guess what? They're not in high school. They have children, all right? And let them have children and let them sing about that, and then you can relate to that somehow. You can figure it out, all right? Just grow as a person, as a music listener. So that's it. That's the bad side of Nostalgia Cast today. That's what we're going to call it. Because a lot of people get wrapped up in this nostalgia and they won't move on and they won't find those new albums that they latch onto. And instead, they're just focused on how they felt in high school, which is ridiculous because why would you want to feel like you're in high school all the time? I don't know. It's been the Time Tune Time videocast podcast, music advice and opinion podcast. Hit that subscribe button if you like what I'm talking about. And if you don't, there might be something down the line. Check out some older episodes. Might be some stuff that you like there. Hit subscribe, share, comment, like. Do what you got to do. If you think I'm stupid and you don't really agree with the brand new argument there that I put up there, let me know. I want to hear about it. I want to hear your thoughts because that's what we do. That's another thing we do on this podcast besides not being a jerk is we go and reassess our views of music, okay? So I'll be happy to listen to your comments and reassess my argument here and my thoughts on the brand new discography debacle. But until next time, Sam with Glasses, a.k.a. Sam Christie. That's the real name, you know what I'm saying? Got to get that in there. And thanks for watching and thanks for listening. And don't be a jerk.